Hello, Internet. It's Councilman Kurt Young. For the last 24 years, I've been an attorney fighting for working families, so I'm used at the end of something to end with a closing argument, summing up the argument, as it were. I've had a friend who likes to say, don't judge me on what I'm going to do for you, but what I've done. Well, let's talk about what I've done with just 7 months as a rookie member of Toledo City Council. First, I fought to get you a Save for Toledo as the chair of the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Reform Committee. I've crafted and unanimously passed the legislation that made our Police Civilian Review Board a permanent fixture, meaning we have a permanent system for handling police complaints. Now, that's a first step, not a final one. When our police ran out of life-saving Narcan, I personally walked the legislation onto the floor of council on the day of a meeting to get them an emergency supply. I've sponsored the legislation that allowed the city to file suit at no cost to you, the taxpayer, against the negligent parties in the opioid crisis. If we lose, you pay nothing. If we win, we'll get millions, if not tens of millions of dollars to help our police, fire and rescue, and court probation department deal with this crisis. I've sponsored a number of pieces of legislation, getting our police new tools and new equipment along with our fire department, and helping recruit the next police academy class from a new diverse pool. I've also sponsored legislation, thanks to the hard work of the grant writers at Toledo Municipal Court, to bring millions of dollars to bear on the problem of recidivism, working to end the school-to-prison pipeline, using new innovative strategies, and millions of dollars in federal and state grants to help repeat offenders not repeat. Second, I fought as the vice chair of our Water Quality, Streets, and Infrastructure Committee to help supervise the completion of the Toledo Waterways Initiative, a 17-year, over $541 million project to end our contribution to the algae problem on Lake Erie by fixing our sewers and our sewage treatment plant. We're on time and on budget 15 years in and have nearly wiped out our contribution to this problem. I've also co-sponsored the legislation to work on improving our water treatment plant to bring state-of-the-art ozone filtration to protect you from the algae blooms until the federal and state government do their jobs. I've also voted to urge the state and federal government to declare the western basin of Lake Erie an impaired watershed. So the rest of the lake has to do what we've done with TWI, and we can get more federal and state resources on this problem. And I'm now working with our legal department to look at new innovative ways to use our federal and state courts using existing laws now to attack the problem. And that's what I've done as a rookie member of Toledo City Council, with just 7 months to work with. Other groups have noticed what I've done. I've been endorsed by more organizations than any other candidate for Toledo City Council, including the Toledo Regional Association of Realtors, all of our safety unions, both police and fire, our teachers, and most of our trade unions. Give me 4 more years and let me show you what I can do. So again, please consider me for one of your 6 votes on Election Day, November 7th.